major cause of foodborne illness in food service is time temperature abuse. This occurs when potentially hazardous foods are kept at temperatures between 41 degrees Fahrenheit and 135 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the temperature danger zone. When foods are kept in this temperature range for more than 4 hours, harmful bacteria can grow and multiply. This is why it is important to frequently measure the temperatures of foods during hot and cold holding.
Some general guidelines for using thermometers include: keep thermometers and their storage cases clean. Calibrate thermometers every day or every time they are dropped to ensure accuracy. Avoid use of glass thermometers that are filled with mercury or spirits to monitor food temperatures. Measuring the internal temperature of food by inserting the thermometer stem and probe into the thickest part of the food. Temperature readings will only be correct if the thermometer is placed in the proper location in the food. If incorrectly inserted or placed in the wrong area, the reading on the food thermometer will not accurately reflect the internal temperature of the food. In general, place the food thermometer in the thickest part of the food, away from the bone, fat, or gristle. Before using a food thermometer, read the manufacturer's instructions. The instructions should tell you how far the thermometer must be inserted in a food to give an accurate reading. Most food thermometers need to be inserted about 2 to 3 inches into the food. Allow up to 30 seconds for the temperature indicator to stabilize before reading the temperature.
Before each use, a clean thermometer should be sanitized. This will prevent microbial cross-contamination of foods being tested. When measuring the temperature of thin foods such as a hamburger patty, pork chop, or chicken breast, the probe must be inserted into the side of the food so that the entire sensing area is positioned through the center.
When measuring the temperatures of soups, casseroles, and other combination dishes, the foods should be stirred to evenly distribute the heat. The thermometer should be then placed in the center of the thickest part of the food, making sure to keep the sensor off the bottom and the walls of the holding container.
When taking the temperature of beef, pork, or lamb roast, place the food thermometer midway in the roast, away from the bone. When cooking hamburger steaks or chops, insert the thermometer into the thickest part of the meat, away from the bone, fat, or gristle. When cooking irregular shaped foods such as beef roast, check the temperature in several different places.
One way to ensure that foods are held at proper temperatures is to implement the use of temperature logs.